Hello and welcome to the short Vort in Parshas Vayakhel. In Perek Lamed Hey, Pasuk Lamed, Moshe Rabbeinu gathers the Bnei Yisrael and he says, Re'ei kara Hashem b'shem Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur l'matei Yehuda. Hashem has proclaimed the name he made famous, Betzalel, the son of Uri, the son of Hur of the tribe of Judah, that he will be the lead person in building the Mishkan, the tabernacle. The Midrash Agada asks, why was it mentioning the grandfather's name? Why do we need to mention Hur? Just say that his name was Betzalel, the son of Uri, and we'll know who he is. So Hashem says Hur was someone who, before the Egel was done, the Bnei Yisrael were rebelling. They were preparing to serve Avodah Zarah. He tried to stop them, and then Hur was killed by the Bnei Yisrael. So Hashem says, I'm going to know and remember what you did. I will not forget, and I'll reward your descendants. I'll make them famous, and I'll make them great. It's a mashal, it's a parable, as compared to a king whose armies are rebelling against him, and his chief of staff tries to turn the people around to support the king once again. And instead, the people kill, the army kills the general, the chief of staff. The king's response is, if you had paid them off, with money, I would have repaid you the debt. But since you gave your life to protect me, I can't give you your life back. But I will reward your descendants. They will become dukes, they will become governors, and they will be famous and well known. So too by Hur, you try to defend my honor, says Hashem. I will make sure that your descendants will be rewarded and will be famous and respected. Therefore it says, Re'ei kara Hashem b'shem Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur. He became famous for his knowledge and his righteousness when he built the Mishkan. The ArtScroll on Midrash Rabba brings down from Rabba Yaakov Aharon Kokish in Sefer Beis Yaakov that Moshe Rabbeinu here was telling us an important message. Sometimes a person can go through life, they can dedicate themselves to some activity, and they can give their time, their energy, and sometimes even their life. And it might seem like it was all in vain. What did they produce out of it? So that's what we're seeing here. Similarly, a lesson when it says, Re'ei kara Hashem b'shem Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur. That Hur might have thought that he tried to stop the Bnei Yisrael, but he was unsuccessful. They ended up serving the Egel Hazav. So Hashem and Moshe are now telling us that no, you tried, Hashem notices it, and Hashem will reward it by your descendants, by your grandchildren. Yeah, and no good deed is gone unnoticed. If someone's praying, and we've mentioned it before in a previous short Vort, if someone's praying about, let's say, a child going off the derech, and the child stays off the derech, so was the tehillim or the tears for nothing? Maybe not, because maybe those tears are what brings the grandchild back onto the derech. So we have to remember that Hashem notices everything. No good deed is gone unrewarded. It may not be recognizable in our lifetime, in our generations, but eventually something good will come out of it. And that is the lesson over here of why it says, B'shem Betzalel ben Uri ben Hur, mentioning Hur's actions that he thought may have been for nothing, but in reality it led to his descendants becoming great and being leaders of Bnei Yisrael. Thank you for listening. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.